So as you can see here, I'm just picking out the colour which I want to use. I'm taking the orange shade in the palette, it's quite smoky, and blending that into my crease. I'm not really packing it on, I'm more blending it out so it's nice and gentle. Just continuing to blend that with a fluffy My Kit Co brush, and then I'm taking another My Kit Co brush, bigger and fluffier with no product, as you can see, blending that out further. I went ahead and did that to my other eye. Now I'm going in with a darker copper shade, and I'm blending that in the outer corner of my eye. Blending it into the other orange shade that I use, so it's a nice, even, smooth, natural blend that I have going on. Went ahead and did that to my other eye. Now I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. foundation, but not as a foundation. I'm going to use it on the lid of my eye, and I'm going to use that as sort of a base for my eyeshadows, so it sticks better and lasts longer. Eye, just kind of putting it on, not really in any specific place, just on the front of my eyelid. I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush that I use for this sort of thing, and I just blend that out. I don't want it to be too harsh because I don't want it to be too harsh. Blending that out so it's still a little bit product will stick, but not to the point where it's too heavy and looks unnatural. Just blending that out. Now I'm going in with my shimmer shades, so I'm using two, and taking that on a small flat brush, and I'm just packing that on to where I placed the concealer, the foundation. Put that on the other eye as well. And I'm going to take a fluffy flat brush, and I'm going to blend the edges of that out because we don't want it to be harsh or any harsh lines anywhere. Because this is a bridal look, so we want it to be as natural and as smooth as possible. I'm taking my fluffy brush and I'm going back in with the orange copper shade, and I'm just going to darken up the crease a little bit more till it suits me, until it's the way I like. As here I am the client, so I'm doing it as I would like. Just continuing to blend that till I'm satisfied. Went ahead and did the same to my other eye, so it's all matching. And I'm going in brush, fluffy one, and just blending that out a wee bit more. And I'm going to go in with my foundation, so I'm using the e.l.f. foundation and the Fit Me foundation, a combination of the two to get my correct foundation shade. And I'm just going in with a beauty blender and patting that all over my face. Blending that all over the forehead, everywhere. This is quite a medium coverage foundation. We don't want something too heavy for this look, as it is a bridal, but we don't want something too little coverage to look glowing in your photos. Make sure to blend it down your neck and behind your ears, and then going in again with that e.l.f. foundation on the back of my hand. And I'm going to go in with a small flat brush and put this under my eyes as a sort of concealer. I like to use this foundation as a concealer because it is coverage, so I don't feel the need to use a concealer when I can use this. So I'm going to highlight all the places in my face which I want to be bright and stand out a bit more. That's under my eyes, on the nose, the forehead and the chin. As you can see here, when I'm putting the foundation under the eyes, I like to do a small amount, not too much. And I like going out the way with it towards my hairline. I make a little gap, and this sort of creates a a stretched look to the face where faces look more lifted. Just blend it out again with my beauty blender. Now I'm going to go ahead with my Max Factor contour palette and my Prep and Prime spray, and I'm just going to use a stippled brush and soften up the product. As you can see here, just swirling and circling motions. And then I'm going to dab the product on the back of my hand just to check that it's not too strong, too pigmented, as we don't want anything to be too harsh. And then I'm going in on the cheekbones of the face with this. And going in with the blender just to soften it up, make it more natural. So it's still definitely but much where it looks natural. And going in with my powder. This is a peach powder by Too Faced. Just going to pop it in the cap of the powder pot. This allows me, if I don't use all the product, just to tip it back in. Going in with my beauty blender here, as I find this is the best way to apply powder, and for this sort of occasion it will get into your pores the most rather than using a brush, because you want to get in as deep into your pores as possible with the powder to stop this on your wedding day. Just popping this on where I get oily most, which is my chin, upper lip, nose, under eyes, and definitely my forehead. I sort of blended that out halfway. I don't want to blend it out too much to the point where you couldn't see it, but I still want it to be able to set and bake almost. Now I'm going in with my mascara, and this is the Clinique mascara, and now I'm going to go in with a kind of nearly dark plummy shade on my eyelid and kind of smoke it out slightly. I don't want anything too harsh, hence why I'm not using a liquid eyeliner, but this will still give definition to the eye. As you can see here, I just went ahead and did it to my other eye, and I decided that I wanted to draw it in a bit further in the inner corner, just to lengthen the eye slightly, make it more in at the insides. Then I went in with a concealer up the sides as I dragged the powder, the eyeliner that I was creating out a bit, just to create like a natural eyeliner effect, and started to sharpen it up slightly. As you can see here, using the Paris eyelashes and eyelash glue. And to dry this eyelash glue, I just blow it and shake it about, and then as you can see here, I'm just applying the eyelash. Just sorting it, tightening in the inner corners and the outer corners until it sits the way that I would like it to. As you can see there, that is the eyelash applied. Going ahead and doing the other one, popping the eyelash glue on. For this occasion, you don't want eyelashes that are too large and too unnatural, as I like these ones as they are comfortable to wear and you don't feel as if your eyes are heavy, and they still give a nice look and complement any makeup. Just to find that here, just blowing the diamond until the glue is tight, and I'm just popping it on my eye. As you can see here, that's on, and I'm just going back in with my Clinique mascara just to pop mascara on my eyes to blend into the fake eyelashes, and then with my soap and my spray again and a little spoolie, just going to create the paste that I would like with my soap. I'll start brushing up my eyebrows. I like using the soap as it gives a feathered, nice fluffy natural look to my eyebrows, but still giving them definition and some shape rather than the way they normally sit. As you can see, I'm just sorting it until I'm happy with the shape of it and I like the way that it's sitting. Just went ahead and did the other side. There you go, as you can see, they look a lot more taped and natural. And I'm going in with my Revolution eyebrow powder, pomade sorry, and my Benefit eyebrow brush. I'm just getting a small amount of the product, dabbing it into the lid just to make sure I'm not doing too much. And I like to pinch the top when I'm doing this, as it makes the brush very thin and allows me to create hair strokes on my eyebrows. As you can see here, that's what I'm doing, just flicking my hand, continuing to pinch the brush as needed to make sure I'm still getting the sharp lines that I want. I'm mostly just applying this to the outer edge of the eyebrow, as that's the area that I feel like I need a little bit more support and definition. And now I'm going in with the brown copper shade again and just applying that under my eye and the lower lash line. Then ahead and did it to the other eye. Now I'm just brushing off the powder that I still had on from before, so that gave the powder time to set. And now I'm going in with my collection bronzer and my Kiko brush. I'm just applying this to the cheekbones. This will stick and show up very well, as the contour cream we used, we didn't apply powder to it. So I'm just applying this to areas that on my face I want to lighten up a bit more, and then I'm just blending that out. Want to give myself a colour as for a wedding. Want to make sure I'm looking happy and healthy. Don't want to look like a ghost in all of the wedding pictures. Just blending this until I'm satisfied with how it looks and the pigmentation. Applying some to my jawline. Just continuing to blend that until I'm happy with how it looks. You don't want it to be too harsh, as I keep saying, we want to keep it natural. Continuing to just sort it until I'm happy with the result. And now I'm going in with a fluffy brush that doesn't have any product on it, and I'm just blending this out until I'm happy with how it looks. I just don't want it to be too harsh. And now I'm going in with my Primark blusher with my Kiko brush and putting this on the apples of my cheeks and blending it up the way slightly. This gives a natural glow, as this colour is quite peachy. It's very natural, nothing too harsh, nothing too unnatural. And now I'm going in with my Prep and Prime spray again, and this is also as a setting spray. So I'm just applying a fair amount of that to my face, as we want this look to last all day. I'm going to use my mirror to just fan this to dry it quicker. I'm going in back again with my Clinique mascara again, and I'm going to apply this to my lower lash line. And I'm going in with my highlighting illuminator cream, popping this on the hand. I'm going to apply this to all the areas I like to highlight, just the cupid's bow, the chin, the tip of the nose, down the bridge of the nose, on my cheekbones and under my eyebrows and in the inner corners of my eye. With this highlighter, I like using this as a more natural highlight, as it's easy to blend, it looks very natural, the colour matches my skin tone very well, so this is the reason I chose this highlighter instead of a more white powder highlighter. Just continuing to blend this out. just putting some of the product onto that fluffy brush I used earlier to blend out the shimmer shade on top of my eye. I'm just using that on the corners of my eye and under my eyebrows, as I don't want to use fingers, as I need to be very precise about where I'm placing it. Now I'm going in again with the same shimmer shade I used on my eyelid, but not mixed with the other one this time, on quite a small packing brush. I'm just applying that to all the same areas I highlighted before. Again, this is the same tone as the cream highlighter I used, so it matches very well and looks very natural. Just applying it to all the same places, and as we used it will stick really well. Now I'm going in with a combination of lipsticks. I like these because these last very long. I'm using more of an orange copper shade, as you can see, and then a more rose shade. Just blending these together and mixing them in until I'm happy with the shade that I've got. Liquid lipsticks tend to last all day, not dry out, not smudge. They're very good for this occasion. And then that is me finished. Applying some Vaseline and that's it done.